Oh, what's up guys, Anime's one here doing my Naruto chapter 526 review. Not sure how this review is going to work out truthfully, because the fact that my internet is acting weird right now. I'm trying to get pissed off at Comcast's internet and telephone service, because it's starting to suck horribly, but my TV service is awesome. Always had the TV service since like 2004. But anyway, off topic. Okay, the Naruto chapter today was it was boring. It was boring. I'm not gonna say mediocre. It was just really boring to me. I wasn't a big fan of it until we got down to the actual fighting elements of the chapter. So the beginning of the chapter shows one of the feudal lords talking to the, I want to say, Mizukage, the lady. So the Mizukage, I'm not sure, but the Mizukage, and talking about how their job is to protect the feudal lords, and she explains how they'll be moving around and around and around, but that's like later in the chapter. Anyway, we see Zetsu, the black hat of Zetsu. I'm guessing that's like the main body, the main, like the actual main body of Zetsu, the black Zetsu, and he's stealthing through stuff, and then he sets off an alarm, and then some of the ninjas of the allied force is like, an enemy nobody sensed them, and they see him and they're throwing kunai at him, but none of them was actually hitting. Excuse me, none of them was actually hitting. And then Zetsu goes in where the feudal lords is at, but it turns out it's actually dummies, and they're like gotcha, and outside and out of the dummies is like rope and springs out to get Zetsu. But if you didn't know, Zetsu can see through things, so he like sees through. He's like, they're not here. And then the guy's like, shit, he got away. Yes, and Zetsu can like just absorb through things. Pretty cool. Then we go to see where the feudal lords is at, and they're like naming what the medal should be for winning after they defeat the or after they win the battle. What should the name of the medals be, and whatever. It wasn't that really. It was trying to, I don't know what it was trying to do, like just to deter us or something, but it wasn't really working. I wasn't falling for it. It's just boring. And we see two of the ninjas from the Leaf Village, but part of the Allied forces actually protecting the feudal lords. And the Mizukage goes on to say something about them being like high rated ninjas doing this. And these two are not high rated ninjas. Actually, they suck. But they could be high rated ninjas in their own regards, but we haven't seen them do anything. So anyway, they talk and stuff, and we go back to the Mizukage, and she explains and says, we prepared 5 separate hideouts in order to avoid alerting the enemy to our location. We'll be moving from one hideout to the next at regular intervals. And then she explains, some of our most powerful shinobi will be guarding you along the way. And then one of the feudal lords, I don't have any idea what his headband is. It looks like some kind of sun signal. The snow, I don't have any idea. The stars on. He says, yes, this puts me at ease. But then we see Zetsu, and he's like holding the tree, and his hand's actually going through the tree, and he's like, they underestimated Black Zetsu's power. Then he goes and like he's actually starting to go into the tree, and you see his eye. He says, I am the land itself. So I'm guessing he can like absorb into anything, like the whole entire land. But now we're getting down to the good part, my favorite part so far. No, my favorite part in the chapter, the actual fighting scenes, the actual war, and it's Doru, or however you say his name, Doru. I have no idea how you say it. And he says, it's kind of a dull story, but let me show you why they put me in charge of defending the beaches. And then he's like, I'll light the fuse and follow my lead. And then the guys are like, yes sir, because he's the division captain. So that's pretty cool. And the other men are like waiting on his command. And we see the white Zetsu is like a million, cotillion of them thingies, and it's a lot of them. My fault, guys. I've been checking my internet, see if it's working, because just messed up. Anyway, he does a lightning element Black Panther move, which is pretty. This is like probably my favorite lightning technique so far that I've seen, other than Karen. I think this is even better than Karen. Could be no. Is it? I mean, it looks better than Corinne, definitely. But is it better than Corinne? And then one of the allied ninjas is like Black Lightning. Then another one is like General Darui was the only person that the previous Raikage passed the lightning down to. So yeah, Daru's famous ninja because he has black lightning just like the third Raikage. Oh no, the previous Raikage. So that's pretty cool. And he electrocutes most of the Zetsus. And then we see the Zetsus and we see Kakuzu with some of the Zetsus. Almost forgot his name. Then we started with a K. And then the ninja like heads up. And we see Tintin throwing her kunai and her shuriken at some of the Zetsus, and then the rest of the allied ninjas and the Zetsus going at it, like about to face off. The only thing this is gonna be epic. Alright, let me cut off just for like let me go off topic for a minute so I can make the video a little bit longer. Anyway, and if we have a Naruto Ultimate Storm 3, which we probably will, is this battle gonna be in there? Most likely it should. I don't know if they should like just pick up after the pain arc or do like the whole story arc all over again. I really rather have it pick up after the pain arc where we left off and do the Kai summon and just keep going. The Gokai summon or whatever. And this will be like some epic fights in this with epic boss battles and all that. And if you didn't buy Naruto Ultimate Storm 2, it's okay game if you wanna. Oh, I'm off topic, but boss battles in that game are awesome. Anyway, and then you see Choji's dad, Choza, how do you say his name? Then somebody's like Chaozu-san, and then we see Don, the Hokage's old boyfriend. What's Tsunade's old boyfriend? Wow, I haven't really read the manga of Naruto in a long time. So, well, actually, I haven't like read through the whole manga for a long time, or watched the anime for a long time. But I still remember some of the Naruto characters. And then Don's like, "You sure got big, Chaozu." And then Chaozu's like, I'm about to get a hell of a lot bigger because it's expansion due to." Then you see Neji's dad with Hinata's dad. Don't remember their names. Sorry. Then he's like, Neji's dad's like, "My brother, I'm so sorry for the branch family is supposed to protect the main family, yet here I stand as your enemy." Then it says, "I have no control over my body. Perhaps this is my punishment for going against the main house." Then Hinata's dad had a flashback saying, and then he remembers his brother saying, his brother is Neji's dad saying, "In the end, I defied your will and chose death. I don't think of this as sacrificing myself to protect the main house. I'm choosing death to protect Neji, my brother, my family, and our village." Because remember, when Hinata's dad killed that ninja from the Cloud Village, well, Neji's dad faked being him to have the Cloud Village because that way they wouldn't have a war. But this is way back from regular Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden or whatever. And then Neji's dad goes on to say, "The branch house imposed itself on the main house. This must be my fate." Okay, next page. Oh, guys, this sucks. Okay, I really cannot edit this video, and this sucks because the internet went out again. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, let's talk about something. I forgot oh yeah, I remember the chapter. Never mind, we can go on. Anyway, internet just came back on, but I just remembered the chapter anyway. I used the chapter as visual guidance because I forget, but alright. Anyway, Neji's dad goes on to say, no, Hinata's dad goes on to say, "There is no such fate. Your son and my daughter are all there fighting to prove it. They're comrades now." And then Neji's like, and then I said, then Neji's dad's like, "Neji, Hinata-sama." Then we see a Zetsu fall, and we see Neji and Hinata back to back fighting the Zetsu's off. And Hinata's like, "Are you all right, Neji Nissan?" He's like, "Yeah, sorry." And then he's like, it doesn't matter if you're the main branch or whatever. We're still blood, and regardless of what's happening, they're comrades. No matter what it falls down to, they're comrades." So that's all I remember for right now. And the internet went back out, so this will be a longer review than it has to be. But okay, let's go to the next part I remember. So, ground page. Alright, the next part that I remember. From what I remember, okay, so, I don't remember the next part, guys. I'm completely sorry. This is inconvenience. I should have made this review. Oh, hold up, the chapter just came out. So okay. Then we go to the next page, and and then it's Kankuro and the ant, I think, and or yeah, the ant, and he's like Elder Chio, and then Chio's like, well done, Kankuro. I see you defeated Sasori, but does she not remember? Oh, hold up, no, the Sasori like the dead Sasori, I guess she means, not the Sasori that she defeated, because she remember that. But then we see her with Kimimaru, some random ninja, and Hanzo of the Salamander or whatever. Then we see Darui. He's like, "Hey, if you're the backup, get me the hell out of this thing. I can barely breathe in here, and I still feel like I'm gonna blow." And then Hanzo's like, "You can't even blow a tune right now. That's why you're trapped in there, my young blast element user." So it's funny. Then he's like, "Huh?" It's like, "I guess you got me there." And then Sasori says something. Says, "Now cut the jokes, asshole." And then Hanzo's like, "Both the Katsuki and the five great countries are my enemies. I have no intention of freeing you, but this I'll read too fast. The cursed technique makes my intentions meaningless. My body's moving independent of my will." And then Kangaro's like, "On my signal, we retreat." And he's talking about like him and the ninjas that's with him. And then one of the ninjas like, "Yes, sir." And the ninja seems like he had the Byakugan. And then we see a guy who has like the brain powers where he can read people's minds. He's like, the strategy planning group. Well, I actually never read this part by accident, I guess. And then one of the ninjas informed that rock ninja, I forgot his name. Oh yeah, here it is. He says, General Kitsuchi, we've been contacted by headquarters with orders to mobilize. And then he's like, let's hear it. And then we go back and we see Gara and the Tsuchikage. I forgot his name, and he's like, "No need to strain your back," because he keeps straining his back, so it's pretty funny. And then he says, then the Tsuchikage says, "And who do you think got my dander up?" And then he remembers what Gara said. He says, "When do you all throw away your principles?" And then Gara looks back at him like, "Huh?" Okay, internet's still working. Then Tsuchikage says, "I'm here to pick up the principles I tossed aside so long ago." Then we go back to the fight, and we see uh, thousands of billions of Zetsus. Look like one of them drowning, some of them are drowning, others just getting their ass kicked, and Chaozu is just like he used expansion jutsu, just taking them out one by one. And Neji's dad and Hinata's dad are going at it. Then we see them two brothers from the Hidden Cloud Village that did damage, and one of them was like, "This sure blows, eh? Kinkaku getting pulled back by the dead ass second Hokage's technique." Then Daru was like, "I'm sorry you had to be shamed like this, Kinkaku-san. Gengaku-san. In the Hidden Cloud, you two are revered as the two shining lights." And then Gengaku-san said something. No, Kinkaku-san said something about how Daru he inherited the third Arakage's lightning technique, and it's like, but he's pretty decent. And then I was like, "It kills me to do this to such great men, but I'll have to shame you both a little bit more. Some of the silver and gold plating might start to flake off a little." Then he's like, "When my storm element hits you, even if it's a little slow." So Daru's serious. He's like, "Even though y'all ally ninja from a long time ago, I'm still gonna kick your ass. I'm still gonna do damage to you." It's like, "I don't care. This is the war. We're the bad guys now. We're the good guys now. You might back then you might have been a good guy. You might have been revered as like one of the top ninja of the cloud. But right now, you're a bad guy. We're against you, and we gotta fight." Okay, so here's what I think is gonna happen on chapter 527. Okay, go back to the war. We're gonna see It's a good chance we might not, but most likely we're gonna see the Daru fight, the two brothers, and it's not really a good chance because who knows? They really don't like going back to it. I want to see Naruto and Killer Bee's progress on the actual nine tails Rasengan. That's what I really want to see, and um, that's really much it. I mean, I really can't think of anything else to say right now. So yeah, I really want to see Naruto on Nine Tails Rasengan. I really want to see Killer Bee. I really want to see what Naruto's reaction is when he finds out there's a war. Or does he already know it's a war? I forgot. But if he doesn't know it's a war, what's his reaction? How he's gonna take it? Like, it's a war? You didn't tell me this, guys. But I think he knows it's a war. I forgot. But anyway, An amazing one signing off, saying it's been an amazing experience, and I think he does know it's a war.